America has infiltrated the whole world with its movies. They are the country, they are the good people, their armies are the best. The aliens only come to America because in the whole of Earth, aliens only know America. So that is, movies are a great source of propaganda, and we should. They're making a movie on Oppenheimer, who invented the atom bomb. And we are shooting down our own heroes. That's the difference. I think movies as a propaganda tool or whatever, movies are a way of storytelling. It becomes a propaganda depending on which side you're on. That's when it becomes a propaganda. Otherwise, movies are movies. So that's what I think about movies and propaganda. And in fact, Savarkar ji was very fond of movies. Gandhi ji hated movies. He thought it was sinful. सावरकर जी, ये सब निर्माता, निर्देशक, संपादक जो भी आता है, वो सावरकर जी ने लिखवाया था हिंदी मूवीज़ में. पहले सिर्फ इंग्लिश में आता था. तो सावरकर जी had given that thing, and he felt that if I had movies in first decade of 1900s, I would have galvanized the world. He really felt that. He said that's a great tool of spreading your ideology and your thought process. So it depends which side of the coin you are and which side of the hero you are. It becomes a propaganda film. Well, if I was making a film in an election year, it was releasing just before election, it was about Mr. Nehru, the other party will say it's a propaganda film. That's how films and politics and propaganda works, in my opinion. See, Mr. Savarkar was a freedom fighter who should be a hero for all Indians. Why is it a political thing? Every freedom fighter at that moment was a part of some party or the other. Indian National Congress, of course, was the biggest party, then there was the Muslim League, and then there was Hindu Mahasabha. So why do we only look at him as a prism, or from the prism of politics and not from the prism of being a freedom fighter? That is the maligning of his image or misinformation caused that to happen. Otherwise, a movie releasing on a freedom fighter, who should have a problem with it? Because he did not belong to a certain dispensation and because he coined the ideology of Hindutva, which in my opinion was the most all-encompassing ideology on our freedom struggle. It was a political ideology, and he said that all the people who live from the Indus River to the Bay of Bengal are Hindus. Not because of their religion, it is because of the cultural, civilizational aspect of our subcontinent. He clubbed us all as one. But nobody really got the point at that time, and then he went on to describe who is a Hindu. So he says in it, says anybody who calls this land their land of their ancestors is a Hindu, right? And you should consider the country above religion. Country above all else was Hindutva, and it was an all-encompassing thing. And this also came in as a retaliation to the Khilafat movement, which was a caliphate movement about the Caliph of Ottoman Empire, which was defeated in the First World War, and his powers were reduced. Nobody in the entire Muslim world protested against it except for two brothers from Rai Bareli. Gandhiji had a great flair for how to get people together. He was very good at marketing. He was very good at campaigning. He was very good at symbolism. He changed from Western attire to that dhoti thing, and then he went on. So he was very astute as a galvanizing force of bringing people together. And it is through reading Mr. Savarkar that I had to read Mr. Gandhi as well, and that actually made me like Mahatma more. It made me like Bapu more, because I was also under experiments of truth. उन्होंने partition क्यों नहीं रोका, ये क्यों नहीं किया, वो क्यों नहीं किया. Gandhi ji ki what he said and what he did were one. He never moved from it, and he kept at it, and he never once supported violence of any kind. Though in the First World War, he recruited people for the First World War for the British.